All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Matthew, and I am a therapist here at Counseling and Prevention Services at Wichita State University. This live stream today is going to be the last in our Keep Calm and Breathe On online program that we've been doing, at least for now. It may be back in the future. And at the end of the stream today, I'll share some information on how to stay posted on similar programs and services that we'll be offering in the future. But this live stream today is meant to be an interactive way for you to practice some mindfulness or meditation or self-care skills. So you can feel free to use the comments as we go through the exercise today to leave any questions or reactions that you might have about the exercise that we'll be trying. Before you do leave any comments, I'd like to be clear that this isn't therapy, and any questions or comments that you leave on here are not going to be confidential. But if you are a Wichita State University student and you would like to reach out for confidential therapy services, you can set up an appointment with us by calling 316-978-4792. And whether you are a student here or not, if you're ever in need of more immediate support, you can always call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 988, or you can text the word HOME to 741-741 for the crisis text line. So, all that being said, today's exercise, we're gonna do a repeat of one of the ones we've done here before, which is kind of a self-care guided mindfulness exercise of just kind of working on massaging our hands, recognizing that we can hold stress in all kinds of different ways. And this is just a nice, simple little thing that you can try out and kind of take with you wherever you go. So, going to be focusing on our hands today. And to start here, I'm going to have you kind of focusing on your breathing and using your hands for a guided visualization here. You're going to trace all of your fingertips like this, but we're going to do it more slowly. And as you do it, you're going to take a deep inhale as you trace upward, and then exhale as you trace down each finger. So deep inhale on the way up. Exhale on the way down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just sticking with this hand for now, just whichever side you pick to do this on. We're now going to start to stretch our fingers, just kind of pulling on them one at a time. You can either grab them, like making a fist around them, or you can kind of use your knuckles, kind of pinch them there, and just pull on your fingers one at a time. Then you can stretch all your fingers, giving them some light pressure. And then from here, after stretching your fingers, you're going to, what are we doing next? We're going to kind of go across our hand, and you can use a thumb to do this or a knuckle to do this. Just kind of going across like this. I support my knuckle with thumb. Just going kind of across the hand, one line at a time. You can use all your knuckles together. Kind of just drag across, warm it up some more, a little more quickly. And then just using one knuckle again, or your thumb, you can kind of start to do some vertical lines. Working your way down, one line at a time. Then some circular motions, just kind of feeling all around throughout your palm with your thumb too. Maybe there are little spots that feel tighter than others. If you feel something that's a bit sensitive, it can be nice to just slow down there and hold, give some pressure to it. Take a deep breath in and exhale, relax, and notice if some of that sensitive feeling starts to fade. Might do that in a couple places if you find anything that feels good to work on. And from here, we're going to stretch our fingers one at a time, starting with the pinky. So give this a stretch. Then your ring finger. Middle finger. Index finger. And for the thumb, we're going to go in a couple directions. You can stretch it kind of going out, really kind of pulling on it that way. And you can also experiment with bringing it in, trying to get your thumb to kind of press toward your wrist by really squeezing it in. After stretching that, I'm going to have you look at the webbing between your index finger and your thumb and kind of grab in there. You might find a spot that feels a little tight, good to hold on to, and just give it some pressure, pinching it, hold, and take a deep breath or two there. We're going to repeat now everything that we did on the other hand. So whichever hand you didn't pick the first time, we're going to start with tracing the fingers, inhaling on the way up, exhaling on the way down. So take a deep breath in as you trace upward, and deep exhale. Inhale. Exhale. As you trace upward, and inhale. And as you trace downward, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Gonna pull on our fingers again, one at a time. Just giving them a bit of a stretch. Stretch all four of your fingers together at the start here. And then take your knuckles. You can do one knuckle and do some lines going horizontally on your palm. You can take all your knuckles and do some faster, kind of warming it up. And then we're going to do more of the vertical strokes, either with your thumb or with the knuckle, just kind of working vertically down on each part of the palm. After you do your vertical strokes, you can do some circular motions, just kind of feeling around throughout your palm. And again, maybe as you're doing this, you find a spot that does feel pretty tight, and it might feel nice to stay on that for a bit and take some deep breaths. All right. From here, let's do the finger stretches one at a time. So starting with your pinky, just stretch it, give it some light pressure. Then the index finger. Then middle. I called the ring finger index finger earlier, but we're doing index finger for real now. And then your thumb. Go outward first. And then pushing it toward your wrist, stretching that way. All right. And from there, after we've stretched that, look for the webbing in between your thumb and your index finger again. See if there's a spot that feels like maybe there's a little knot there, something to pinch down on. Hold that for a bit, pinching between your thumb and your index finger. Just hold that and take a couple deep breaths. All right. And that's it for this exercise for today. I hope that if you gave it a shot, you found it helpful, kind of a nice little technique that you can try out here and there as a way to slow down, relax, feel like you're doing some self-care. Again, as I mentioned at the start, this is our last Keep Calm and Breathe On live stream for the time being. But you can follow us on Instagram at Shockers Caps and at WSU Hope Services, which I have somewhere in the description on the post too. Those are where you can follow us to kind of stay up to date on any similar programming that we might be offering here in the future. And as a reminder, if you are a student at WSU and you'd like confidential therapy services, you can give us a call at 316-978-4792 to set up an appointment. And whether you are a student here or not, you can also always call the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 988 or text the word HOME to 741-741 for crisis support services. That's it for now, though. So take care and hope you enjoy the rest of your week.